Hello, everyone. I'm extremely happy to be standing in the prestigious TEDx platform to address the gathering in this magnanimous institute of TEEIT Sri City. As a girl who started playing in a free badminton rackets from an energy drink in the streets to receiving Arjuna Award for winning silver medal in Paralympics in badminton, from being a little girl with big dreams to becoming world number one in para badminton at the age of 22 and also a third year pursuing veterinary medicine graduate, I stand before you all today to share my journey from nowhere to here. I was born with the upper limb disability, with muscular dystrophy in my left hand, with no thumb restricting my movements. I born in a humble lower middle class family in Kanchipuram district of Tamil Nadu, where my father is a daily laborer and my mother is a homemaker. I have an elder sister and my grandmother who watches all my live matches. My father, who is interested in sports, as he was born to a poor family along with 6 siblings, he couldn't continue it professionally. And my mother doesn't belong to a sports background. He took us to the government stadium nearby from the age of 6, that is first standard, to run 2 rounds of 400 meters, which increased week by week, insisting us girls should be strong and healthy. We feel privileged to have taught about the ethical values, importance of waking up early, and a productive daily routine at a very young age. As 2 little girls waking up at 5 a.m., work out, coming by 7:30, and getting ready to school in a hurry, and reaching there by 8:30, again 5 p.m. back to home, and 5:30 to 8 p.m. in the stadium again. Quite tiring to say, right? But seeing our friends talking in school about waking up late on a Sundays, celebrating festivals, we always thought, it seems Appa didn't like us. We have to grow up and take revenge back on Appa. Not now, this is years back. We grown up hearing criticisms and demotivation from our very close relatives and people around us saying, anyway, these girls are going to some other home. Why are you investing in them so much? They can't shine in sports and they are not going to score good marks in studies and many more. Suddenly, Appa thought of taking us into a sport. So one week, he made us to play hockey. At the end of the week, he used to ask us, did you like the sport? We used to tell, yes, Appa, we like the sport very much. So that day, he'll stop that sport, and he shifted to tennis next week. As it is a government stadium, every sport is easily accessible. So like that, we played almost all sports, like football, volleyball, basketball. So one day, we got free badminton rackets for energy drink, and we started to play along with him in the streets. So by the end of the week, he asked for the review. We replied, Appa, it's quite harder. We couldn't hold pen in the class, and our wrist is paining. So that's when he decided, this is your game. After winning my first match, he said the reason behind it. When you get something easily in life, you won't value it. When you struggle to learn and get it, you won't leave even if you want to leave, because you would have put so much effort to learn that skill. That changed our perspective towards life. The real struggle starts now. We lived in a very small hut house where rainy days and summers are so important for us to catch the water falling from the cracks in the vessel, and even it may catch fire at summers. Happened quite a few times. At that time, our life was difficult. Our next meal was not assured. Taking up a costly sport like badminton was a nightmare. There have been times we waited in a badminton court after 8 p.m. so that any rich members who come to play will give their racket after it got broken. So saving it, binding the broken racket, wearing 200 rupees school shoe was our first district tournament. As a 5th standard kid, when I was entering into the matches for the first time, it was so new and I saw other children wearing expensive sports gear and branded shoes. But I found the true beauty of sports isn't found in the costly equipment or what you wear. It emerges out when you face your opponent with determination and when you rise from defeat to mount a comeback after losing 2 sets. That's where the true beauty of sports lies in the spirit of competition and the strength to perseverance. As my left hand is shrunken and small comparatively, I was teased as alien. Due to my dark skin tone, I was bullied as Karpi in my school. But after winning the first district tournament, I saw the same people eagerly waiting to wish me. Do you all think there was no failures? It was only failures from then. A champion is not made of a lot of success. she is made up of a lot of experiences and failures. Be ready to fail. I always say learners and not losers, because you either win or learn. My first failure was very, very hard. I was crying coming in the bus after the tournament. He taught me failure is not the end, it's an opportunity to learn. Come back, find the mistakes, learn it, go back, give your 100%. Again, it's okay to fail, but this time you fail better. How much late we come back after a tournament, how much big the failure was, we didn't stop waking up the next day and we didn't stop showing off to the training next day. Because being a winner doesn't mean you'll never fail. It means you will never quit. My Dangal father accompanied me for every tournament, and he trained me not only to compete in para tournaments, but also improved my game to compete against able-bodied athletes. At all these times, my mother stood to support our family. I would call her a wonder woman. Behind my success, I had my father, but behind my family's success, it's always my mother. Seeing my elder sister winning district, divisional, and becoming a state champion in under 13 category really motivated me to become a state champion in under 11 category, which was my first win. Not just once, we became national champion in squash 5 times and national badminton champion 3 times, and also scored 94 and 98% in our board exams. Thank you. As I said earlier, after every storm, we have to rebuild our home. And in one school summer holidays, it got into fire. Except our important documents and few clothes, we couldn't recover anything, and we shifted to a rental home. Later, we decided to participate in important tournaments, like government tournaments, tournaments that had good cash prize, and by saving them, we bought our first own racket, saving them, we bought our first own shoes, and participated in a tournament held in big city. It's not the grand gestures and greatest moments. It's always about small moments that make me happy. To be able to get nutritious meal, to live in a house without cracks, to be able to have good racket and shoes to perform in my tournaments. I still remember coming back after a 12 days national tournament in Mumbai, where we spent all our savings and came back with the 5th position. The next day, we were back to school, and we know it's difficult for Appa to get us lunch. Lunch bell rang. Me and my sister was discussing what Appa would have done for lunch and walking down the stairs with uncertainty. Searching him in the crowd of parents, I saw him raising his hands, and suddenly we looked down and saw 2 lunch bags in his right hands. So we jumped in joy and happiness, and also happy tears, taking them back to our class. This incident always keeps me grounded. All these years, we had the joy of giving others in the form of food or any equipment that are not in use in our home. We adopted and fed around 26 stray dogs around our locality. That made me passionate about pets. So after 12th standard, I joined veterinary medicine in government college in sports quota because I heard someone said a daily wage daughter cannot become a doctor. 2 years back, I met with an accident and underwent a major surgery which further affected my extension and flexion. 2 months into hospital taught me so much about life. When no college, no sports, nothing, but watching fan and 4 white walls around. I know I cannot wait for miracles to happen. I cannot sit in the corner of the room crying, but I have to accept myself the way I am. There will come a time where you believe everything is finished, but that will be the beginning. Remember, it's never over until you could feel your breath. One morning, I saw my father saying, "Okay, let's go to stadium. Let's restart. Let's train and give it a comeback." So I decided to start playing para-badminton tournaments slowly. I was studying 3rd year veterinary medicine at that time, and I was about to write my board exams. But I came to know that the qualification trials for Paralympics has started, and the first international tournament is in Spain. That is the point. I have to decide and take a stand, either studies or sport. And I never know that I could select it for Paralympics. Let's give it a shot so that I won't regret it. So I sacrificed my board exams, that is a year, to participate in that tournaments. When everything was prepared, I couldn't get my slot in Spain in the very last minute. The saddest thing is the board exams got over already, and I was a third year failed student then. So I chose to take another year break. That means I failed my third year exam for the second time to participate in 15 international tournaments to get selected for Paralympics. But I never know that I would definitely win the matches and get selected. But I thought when I come back and sit in my classes, there should be no regrets. When anyone asks, how do you manage the time? Hustle at this young age, isn't it tiring? Yes, it's them. The legend of badminton, Gopi Chand sir, mother, head coach Rajendran sir, Irfan sir, and everyone in the academy changed my life. They showed me that just one person offering help at the right time can change everything. When I had nothing except my love for the game, Gopi Chand sir and Gopi Chand sir mother gave me a chance to show my talent. And I'll never say it's my win, it's us. Please enjoy others' dreams, support their ideas, point out their talents, their strengths, and their potentials. Sometimes all it takes is one person to remind us that we are capable. 15 international tournaments back to back, 15 countries back to back. I won 16 gold medals, 11 silver medals, and 7 bronze medals, and became the world number 1 rank in the same year, getting my direct selections to the Paralympics. My most memorable and emotional moment was the Asian Para Games held in China. My singles finals match was against the Chinese Yang, and she was unbeaten player in the world in singles for years, and she was Tokyo Paralympic 2020 champion. I won the first set with a score 21-19, and in the second set I was completely at the back with a score 5, and Yang was 16. Coming back with my focus bit by bit and point by point, I came 17-16 and won the second set as 21-19. Having beaten the unbeatable Yang, that too in the tournament of this magnitude, among the cheer from her home ground is the moment of happy tears. The winning moment holds so much emotions inside me, and I cried, hugging my coaches and compatriots, and said to myself, it's a gold medal. For the first time, when I saw Indian flag hoisted and national anthem played for me, I couldn't hold back my tears, and words can't express my feelings. How this moment would be complete without dedicating the medal to the man himself. 13 years, this man has sacrificed his life to his daughters. So coming back from China, in the Chennai airport, there was a grand welcome and press meet where I kneeled down and I dedicated the medal to him in front of everyone and said, we made it, this is yours, because it belongs to him. I want to let the world know, without this man, Thulasimathi Murugesan wouldn't be here, standing in front of you, breaking the barriers. After watching this, I saw people who criticized him years back for taking daughters to the stadium and now coming back with medals and honors. What else I need as a daughter? And now, coming back to my debut Paralympics in Paris, which is a dream for me, but it is the time where 2 years of break got over and I have to rejoin my college and continue my studies. I'm studying in a government college in Namakkal, where there is no much badminton court facilities. But no worries, we started our journey this way. Using the athletic track of my college and badminton court from near my private club, we started from the scratch. 45 days before Paralympics, I was in a routine of training from morning 5 to 8 a.m. and 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. college, again 6 to 8 p.m. training, which was very, very stressful, both mentally and physically. And my father shifted his luggage to Namakkal and found a rental home near college, training me, cooking his meal, and prepping me up with some extra juices and nutritious meal between the training. We usually know all athletes from all over the world will get full day training in advanced centers and good recovery. With my government support, I got an off from my college for 30 days before Paralympics. Again, when you are true to yourself, God sends the right person at the right time. So back to advanced training for 30 days. Now I'm standing here with the silver medal as the first Indian woman shuttler to reach finals in the Paralympics. And now I'm back to my college routine, staying in the hostel and studying the course I was always passionate about. Definitely, I have my dangal father who gives me training morning and evening, and I'm staying up late to complete my my assignments, records, and preparing for my exams. When anyone asks me, how do you manage the time? Hustle at this young age, isn't it tiring? I immediately say, no. My struggle was so long and so intense that success is always a dream for me. Whatever I'm doing right now is always I dreamt of. The place where I'm standing right now is always I dreamt of. This hustle and hectic schedule of life, balancing my professional studies and professional badminton, is my conscious decision and my call to serve the society and the nation. To anyone watching this video, I would say, regardless of being in a sport, practice no junk, less sugar, protein, and 2 hours of any physical activity. Trust me, when you do this, you are richer than you think. 13 years ago, when I was playing in the streets, when someone said me, you're going to become an Asian Games champion, I definitely wouldn't have believed it. I take inspiration from everyone I meet. Over the years, I met so many inspiring personalities who created history despite many hardships and struggles. Traveling to places, I love to talk to kids because I see myself in them. Standing there in the Paralympic podium, I know I'm not just representing myself, but every single kid who dared to dream big. Whenever I meet someone who look up to me, I put my Paralympic medal on their neck to just remind them anything can be possible. I did it, you can do this too. I just want to say a few things to you. Don't let others and the society define you. The battle is always within you. Against the habits and fears that's stopping you from reaching your full potential, compete against it. And every step forward in an uncomfortable zone will bring you closer to the best version of yourself. Don't wait for the right time to start. There is no such thing. Start now, start today, and be ready to get bored of doing the same routine daily. All these years, with repetition, I got perfection. With perseverance, I stopped procrastination. By being consistent and disciplined, I learned to master success. Your journey may be tough, but you are tougher. Life is all about the choices you make. Being born poor is not a mistake because your birth circumstances doesn't define you, but your actions and choices can change your destiny. You are not what happened to you, you are what you choose to become. From there to here, we built our home in the same place after 11 years, not just with bricks and stones, but with blood and sweat that gave these medals and awards. Every medal hanged here as a story of blood, sweat, and tears that went to earn them. When everyone around said to my father, you need to save gold and money from their childhood to get your daughters married rather than spending in sports and education, because anyway they are going to move someone's home and she has to learn skills to win their in-laws' home. But my father replied, I am going to work on their career so that they are going to win their own gold and silver medals and win not only their in-laws' home, but every home of India and become the daughters of the country. And now, I am back to training from the scratch as if I didn't win any medal. This is still the same Thulasimathi Murugesan with the same hunger to learn and ready to learn from her mistakes. I'm always grateful to my family, my well-wishers, my veterinary fraternity, and my supporters. And I'm also grateful to people who criticized me and never wanted me to achieve this level. They also had an equal part because it taught me to be more resilient. I hope my journey would just add a spark to your glowing dreams and achieve your goal. If so, I would be the most happiest person. To end my speech, people always say, do or die. But I believe, do it before you die. One day, you're going to stand here and share your success journey, which is going to be others' success mantra, inspiring them to change their dreams into reality. Thank you.